Hey boys and girls, welcome. Ken Smith here with KenSmithFishing.com. World headquarters, Zavala, Texas. Look, I have a loose sign now, getting fancy. I am going to get this, by the way, this is a new building, so I will get this shelved up. I'll get all my trophies and plaques up, get some pegboards up, so give me time. Every time I come down here, I think I'm going to do stuff, and then I just want to go fishing. So, number one, the Aggie sticker did not blow off. Awful looking. Still there. May have jinxed me a little bit today. I'm going to show you some footage and give you a recap at the end of it. You're going to see one piece though where I miss a fish, and it felt like a pretty good fish. I sat down and re-rigged, stood back up, and immediately caught a nice fish. That's where we're going to start in the morning. We'll see what happens there. But otherwise, just kind of a dreary day. Was cool in the morning, warmed up a little bit into the 60s, and then the sun came out for a little while, clouded back up, cooled back off. It started raining here in Zavala this evening. I think it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow and really get nasty rain-wise, and I think Sunday's not going to be a very pretty day either. So, but I did get a couple fish on video for you today. Water temperatures, I'll tell you in the recap, low 50s. It's warmed up quite a bit. And the water's actually cleared up quite a bit too. Some of the stuff that had gotten muddy's cleared up a little bit as well. So got some footage for you and a recap at the end, and we'll get some more footage hopefully posted tomorrow if it's not pouring down rain all day during the Triple T of us catching a giant stringer and winning the thing. So stick around, hope you enjoy it. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you got a buddy that likes to fish, please let him know about the website. And about my YouTubes, so he or she can subscribe as well. So thanks, and let's get to some fishing. Kentucky has got more holes in his mouth. Look at the size of that fish, but did that great big bait. Like he wouldn't like gimme. Young guys, so yeah, Bodie, it's a jig. Young guys, not young guys, everybody, young girls. Just a little tip for fishing offshore. So I know how deep my boat is, right? I'm sitting in 29, right at 30 feet of water. But sometimes, like on this big flat point, I want to know how deep my bait's landing to get a sense of what exactly I'm fishing. So what you need to know is your fall rate, okay? So my fall rate tells me when I throw it up there, which I'll show you, how deep my bait actually lands in. And the way, now I happen to know this. So this is a 1 ounce football jig. And by the way, it'll be different according to the trailer, but that's just a speed crawl. So with a 1 ounce football jig, if I make a cast out there, and I'm gonna pull my bait all the way back where I can let it free fall, right there, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1000, there you go. Bait hit the bottom, which by the way, I already knew. So my fall rate on this particular bait is about 3 feet per second. So when I cast this bait out, and by the way, I've seen this quite a bit in doing a little bit of the captaining for the high school kids. They don't always know exactly when their bait hits bottom. If you watch your line will be trailing and going down because it's sinking. So you'll see your line moving away from you. When it stops moving, that's when it hits bottom. So I'm gonna make that cast out there. We'll give it a little bit extra line, and I'm going to count it down. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1008. So right there. So I threw that bait out there in about 24 feet of water. Now, it's not an exact science, but that gives me a sense of where I am out off this point. I'm fishing from 24 to 30 feet deep. So if I get a bite out here, I know, kind of what depth range that bite was in. So just a little helpful tip when you're fishing offshore, especially on stuff you don't know real well and you don't know exactly where don't know exactly how it lays out. Hope that helps. Largemouth, it's the right kind. Pretty deep out here. Can put that same cast out there and see if there's anything bigger. Costa bifocal sunglasses, awesome for old guys. Hear that or not, but I dropped that buoy over the side. I'm in 41 feet of water. It takes a long time for that thing to get to the bottom in 41 feet of water. Did it, dropped it, come back and got it again. They're solid, probably keep it. A lot of lakes in the country you'd leave, but right now at Rayburn, a limit of 10 pounds is going to do you no good, so you just got to sit here until you catch a better fish and then leave. But if it's all pound-and-a-half fish out here, there's no reason to come back out here. So I'm going to sit here for a minute and see how many I can catch. Not how many I can catch, see if I can catch a better fish. They do like little cut-tail worms, little straight worms. That's 4 casts, by the way. I may have cut the camera off there, but I missed my angle. There's a spot, and if I get that angle right, I can get bit. I missed it to the left on the 1 cast I didn't get bit on. I got some guys right here behind me. It's funny you saw me kind of just half swing on that fish. I really don't want to be out here just swinging hard and letting guys see me. So. Hey, chill. Chill. Oh, stop it. That's what you're trying to find. That's a solid. That fish will go a little over 4. Out here really deep, 38 feet of water that fish was. Sorry about all that. The phone was ringing and the dog was trying to eat the fish. He normally just wants to kiss on them. Got excited there. So that's kind of exactly what I wanted to see happen out there. So those first smaller fish were up on the point, and that place goes out there and it slopes off 35 out to 41 feet of water. And that fish was in about that 38-foot range, and that was a solid 4-pound fish. You know, the danger with those fish is you're gonna have a hard time keeping them alive because they come up from the bottom, and I don't know how to fizz them. I wish I did. Actually, if somebody knows a good video on how to fizz, share it in our comments down there. I'd love to learn how to do that. But anyway, that was my last cast on that spot. There's no sense in sitting there beating on that spot if there's 4-pounders plus out there. So I'm gonna go do a little bit of grass fishing now and check another 2 deep spots, and we'll see what else we can catch. But that's exactly what we wanted to see happen out there deep like that. Get that bite. I would have liked to throw a football jig in there too, but there's no sense in it. If there's no sense in sticking another big fish out there with as much money as we got on the line over the next 9 days. So that's a good one. Those are the kind of fish that make a big stringer when you put a 7, 8, 9 pounder on top of them. So good stuff. That's a Lucky Craft bait. That's a LVR 15, I think. Whack. So that's a wrap on practice. It's February 9th. It's a Friday. We got Texas Team Trail tomorrow. I can't say that I'm really excited about anything other than that one deep spot, Chris. I spent a lot of time. You saw me this morning. I spent a lot of time out deep. I caught that one. Actually, I caught 3 fish on a 10XD, but none of them were worth showing y'all. And I had a couple of fish on a Carolina rig and one on a football jig, also not worth showing you. But you saw me catch the one nice fish, and I had pulled off a good fish, a cast or 2 before that. So that's pretty exciting. Dickie, my partner, checked 2 of our not deep spots, but drag spots and football jig spots, and got bit on both of them. He fears that there's small fish on both of them, but he had guys around him, and you just don't want to waste a fish by pulling on them. And there's spots where we can make a cast, and if they're there, they'll bite it. I spent a lot of time up shallow, and I'll show y'all a few fish here. Out there where a good one should be too, though. They're on the edge of that grass. Not yet. Even when I lose and when I give you hope. Last year there was a lot of good ones right here. They're not far off, but just not up yet. He ate it good. He had a side bait too. He had a white fruit. Kiss him. Kiss him. Give him kisses for the camera. Oh, Daddy, I love that. Oh, they're so delicious. The little guy missed it. I reeled it about 20 feet and come back and got it. Just keepers is all they are. They're going to do no good in anything down here right now. They won't even help you in the elementary school tournament. He forgot his sunglasses. So I spent a lot of time up shallow with an A-rig and with a trap. The only decent bite I think I had a trap bite. Actually, it wasn't a trap. It was on a Lucky Craft LVR. I think it's a 15 is what it's called. But I had one smoke it and pull real hard, about 5 feet, and pull off. Now there's every chance in the world I pulled it over somebody's back, and you know, when you hook them in the dorsal fin, they'll pull like crazy. But that's kind of it. I mean, obviously the A-rig bites slowed down, and for me anyway, the trap bite slowed down today. And again, I did as I've done in the past. I didn't go back over stuff where I know there's fish. I just kept looking for new stuff. So maybe if I go through some of my better water tomorrow, I mean, there's spots that we're just going to fish because we're going to be in the area. So there's no sense really in throwing on them in practice and goofing up and catching a 9-pounder in practice. So we're going to just load up. Hopefully we won't be. We were boat 304. So far this year we've not drawn a boat number higher than 200. I'd kind of like to get a little better boat number because where we want to start tomorrow, but we'll deal with what we get, and hopefully we'll get some decent footage of some big fish tomorrow, and we can refine this a little bit. And you know, I mean, obviously we're fishing for a lot of money tomorrow, but we're both also, you know, really trying to fish for Costa to win $80,000-$90,000 in that one. So I hope this is helpful. By the way, so it was cloudy all day. Water temperature, I'm sitting in the main lake right now, and the water temperature is 52.8. I found 54.5 water today, so the water is sorry about that. The water has warmed up a fair amount since 2 weeks ago, last time I was here, and even last weekend. The sun popped out just for a minute today, and it actually got really warm for about 15 minutes, and then it clouded back up. So just go fishing tomorrow. You can't win if you don't pay your entry fee. We've got a little bit of a plan, but you know, like Mike Tyson says, everybody's got a plan till they get punched in the mouth. So we'll go out in the morning and see what happens, and hopefully we can get a couple of good bites and be real competitive. I'd love to win one of these things. So thanks for tuning in. Again, thank you for my subscriptions. My subscriptions are going through the roof. I picked up 40 or 50 yesterday, and I really appreciate you guys referring your buddies to me. So I can get to 1,000 and get some resources behind me from YouTube and some other folks. So thanks. Again, if you hadn't referred anybody or if you hadn't subscribed yourself, please do so. I really appreciate it. Love your feedback. As always, you know my email address, kensmithfishing@outlook.com. I respond to emails usually same day, and I'm also on Facebook, and I've got my own website, kensmithfishing.com. Thanks, guys, and be